This is L.A. Eden, off-grid in remote Alaska. Just getting back to our remote place a little bit later this spring, as we had high school graduation and a national competition to attend, which means my greenhouse is in desperate need of getting going. I am, as you can see, the dirt is just super dry. I'm trying to get it moist. I've got water trickling in on it. We brought some starts that in my ambition and excitement to plant, I planted them way too early, so they should have been in the ground probably 4 weeks ago. Just trying to get things set and ready to go. I'm excited. I am getting a few flowers outside planted with the soil we got last year that seemed to have a lot of little bugs in it that needs to go outside anyway. Perfect place for it to be. I need to get my zucchinis in the ground because they're already starting to flower and they're just in little containers. So working hard. Well, I did get a little bit done today. I planted a couple of basils and some of my coxcomb seeds that I had picked up from flowers that were brought to my dad's memorial. I noticed when I moved the flowers that the seeds were dropping out, so I collected them and I got them to grow. I was so excited. I've only gotten so far here, you can see, wet, dry, so I've got enough to get this going. And I did one whole bed over here, trying to get it nice and soaked up. I got a little bit of kale going, and then down on this end, I've got some of my zucchini. They just needed to be in the ground, so that is what I did today. Gonna keep working in the next few days and get everything wet and get some starts going. We need to plant lettuce yet. I'll probably plant some radishes and beans and get some other things going, but again, I need to get the soil moist. But it's a start, so I'm enjoying myself. It's good to be home. Everything happens at once. I've abandoned the greenhouse. I'm in the garden. I'm getting ready to get that ready for planting. The kale comes up on its own, so before we rototiller, I need to find the baby kales. There's one right here. Oh, that one's not so good. Some of the other ones I had were pretty good. I think we're gonna let that one go. Here's some here. And dig this up and put it over with my batch. I guess I need to move that over here. I'm also trying to, there's a few dandelions over there that I'm trying to harvest the leaves and the roots. I've got a little start here, my leaves and my roots, my kale there. So it's going to be a little bit of a process to get this ready. We've got rabbit droppings, and last year when the fish were washing up on the beach, we buried several. So we're going to rototiller it all up and have it good and fertile. Well, it's evening. I am just getting ready to transplant the kale that I pulled up. Garden is ready. I'm excited. I was able to get 4 rows of kale in the garden. I've got a row of beets, a row of carrots. It's a little windy today. I planted those late last night. And I've got 2 zucchini, which may or may not make it. Between being in the pot too long and this wind, we'll see what happens. My husband planted his onions. As you can see, our garden is on the back side of our greenhouse. We have it fenced in, more to keep the deer and the rabbits away than anything else, although the voles did find their way in there one year. I've got a few strawberry plants in here that are just starting to grow. And outside here where I've got the last of my kale plants. If you haven't already figured it out, there's quite the theme. I like my kale. And it also grows quite well here. My chives. I put some flowers in between. I've got some straw flowers in front that I planted. So we're getting a good start. So yesterday I was outside, could have been in shorts, was in bare feet getting some grounding in. Today I'm out watering in my insulated pants. That wind is something. It's nice to be in the greenhouse where it's not so bad. We are looking forward to getting the rest of our seeds, our potato seeds, and the rest of our supplies. They're supposed to come tomorrow. We will find out if they do. Sometimes they don't. Boating down the Shelikof is not advisable with this type of wind. So our supply boat might get pushed out. We'll just have to wait and see. Until next time, y'all take care.